my name is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and I was born on January 15, 1929. I attended Daniel T. Howard Elementary School at age 5. For 7th and 8th grades, I went to Boston University Laboratory for 7th and 8th grades. Then I went to Washington V. Booker High School, where I skipped 9th and 12th grades. Then I went to Morehouse College. During Morehouse, I met Coretta Scott, who I married 2 years later. 2 years after that, I graduated from college. Then I went to Boston University to get my doctorate in systematic theology. 5 years later, I got my doctorate. Then I started the Freedom Movement, which is where I tried to end segregational violence and segregation. So first, I had people sit in whites-only diners, so that way we could show them that blacks aren't bad. Then we did the Freedom Riders, where I handpicked 12 people and sent them off in different directions all over the South. And then they continued using nonviolent actions to protest against segregation. Finally, I gathered about 50,000 school children and had them march all through Birmingham. Bull Connor, the head of police, put so many people in jail that they had to use a football field as a jail. Eventually, the Voting Rights Act of 1965 was passed. A couple years before, I had won the Nobel Peace Prize for the most efficient work in trying to make peace. I tragically died in 1973, but one of my most famous speeches was after the Children's Crusade, when we marched into Washington. It was called I Have a Dream. Despite the difficulties I tell you today, my friends, that in spite of the difficulties and frustrations of the movement, I still have a dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. When we work, struggle, and die for freedom, and struggle to make it real in every hamlet, village, city, and state of the Union, we bring closer to the day when all of God's people, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing the words of the old spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.